the Acadia Axemen. As mentioned, both these teams are in the top 10 ranked nationally, something you don't see all the time for the AUS, but they're both deservingly so, as the Tigers finished 4th in the country last at Nationals and are back and better than ever with a whole lot of reinforcements. So to begin, this is Will Fyander, second-year point guard out of Citadel High in Halifax. Fyander looks for a cutting Ash Lual, goes off a Tigers arm and out, and it will be Tigers ball on the baseline. A reminder, this website on AUSTV.ca, proudly presented by Bell Lion TV1 and 5, and you can reach out on Twitter at Allen_April or use the hashtag SmewBball, as well on email huskieswebcast@gmail.com. As Theon Reefer misses the 13-foot jumper, Richie Kamada brings it the other way for the Tigers. This is Cashrell Lawrence. Lawrence kicks it out for Sven Stamberger for 3, rims out, but the rebound is gathered by Lawrence, and this time hits Stamberger on the cut. Well, Sven Stamberger has just gotten better and better each and every year of his AUS career. The 4th-year forward out of Halifax was a AUS Finals All-Star last year. Theon Reefer on the catch and turn, and he'll be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot too. It's number 14, Ryle Stroud, picking up his personal foul, the first team foul against the Tigers. So Theon Reefer on the free throw line to shoot too. So far this season, in the 2 games against Acadia, Reefer averaged 10.5 points per game and 6 rebounds, and is shooting 50% from the free throw line, something he'll certainly want to improve. Reefer, 2013-14 AUS first team All-Star, misses both free throws. Richie Kanzamata brings it the other way now for the Tigers in black and gold. Kanzamata takes a screen from Stroud, looking for a cutting Stamberger. He's stripped, and it's going to go the other way. Huskies ball, trailing 2-0, a minute 16 into this one. Fyander running the point for the Huskies. Nice move by Fyander all the way to the hoop, and he's fouled. Looks like that one's going to go against Stamberger. And it does, so first personal against Sven, second team foul against the Tigers. And Coach Rick Plato is not happy with his team's interior defense, as they've bailed the Huskies out in the early going with 2 fouls. Fyander knocks down the first of 2 free throws, giving his team their first basket of the game. Fyander hits the second. Will Fyander didn't play too much last year, averaging under 2 points per game, but asked to take a step up in the lineup this year. The Huskies have some injuries, including starting shooting guard Kamara Lane, so Fyander moves into the team's starting lineup for now. Cashrell Lawrence pulls the trigger on a long 2. That's off, and Theon Reefer skies for the defensive board. Brian Rouse now. Rouse, so dribble, the 5th-year guard out of Mississauga, takes the contact but can't finish, no foul, and the Tigers looking to push it the other way. Kanzamata finds Alex Carson, thought about a 3, instead finds Stamberger for 3, no good, and Will Fyander gathers the board. Kicks it out to Marquis Clayton. Clayton has been absolutely red hot to begin this season. In the 2 games against Acadia last weekend, averaged 33.5 points, including 38 on Saturday night. And Clayton's going to have to shoot it. Shot clock at 4. That rims out, but that is within range. Marquis Clayton has that Steph Curry, Damian Lillard range. Anytime he's across half, he's a threat to pull the trigger. Richie Kanzamata kicks to Alex Carson, the Tigers' prized freshman out of Sackville High. Kanzamata shoots a 3, back rim, picks up the board. Clayton and Kanzamata, a pair of 5th-year point guards who have battled throughout their time in the AUS. Now Brian Rouse, he'll shoot the 3, back rim. Ash Lual picks up the board. Huskies reset, Reefer 3, and that's good. first field goal of the game for the Huskies gives them a 5-2 lead. Theon Reefer looking to improve his scoring output as he averaged just under 16 points last season. Turnover now from the Tigers, and the Huskies will take it the other way. I just got my first Twitter notification, and it's from a special one. I'll get to that in just 1 second. Check, check. As Reefer drives, spins, right-handed hook, can't get it to go. And Kanzamata now with the rebound. Stamberger, top of the key, finds Lawrence, long, no good, and Fyander skies for the defensive board. Fyander now kicks for Clayton. Clayton takes a screen from Lual. Rouse with a beautiful touch bounce pass for Lual, and that'll get the fans into it, makes it 7-2 Huskies, and the Tigers are going to call a timeout to chat things over in the early going. Rick Plato not happy with his team as they trail 7-2 early on. So to that first Twitter shout out of the game, it's from Alicia Zanchin. She says, "Let's go Tigers, your crosstown rivals," cheering loudly from Ontario, "Take care of the rock." And of course, Alicia is the niece of Tigers head coach Rick Plato, last year's AUS Coach of the Year, season now with the Huskies. Sorry, with the Tigers. Of course, that is a confusion because Rick Plato himself wore the white and maroon of the SMU Huskies and was a member of their championship teams in the early 70s before going on to have a legendary coaching career in the ACAA with the Mount St. Vincent Mystics. Was the coach there for over 25 years before coming to Dal, and he's now in his 4th year, and what success he's had winning the last 2 AUS championships. 2 years ago, they took everyone by surprise. Last year, they went 13-7 and ran the table, beating the UPI Panthers in another thriller, going on to finish 4th at Nationals, and this Tigers team is hungry to go back and improve. They are among one of the best programs in the country at men's basketball. Can you hear me? As Kanzamata now swings it over to Lawrence. Kanzamata looking to connect with Stroud. His pass is too strong, and it'll be a Huskies possession here. And that Huskies possession was stolen. Kanzamata steals the inbound very quickly and gets it over to Jordan Aquinu Sergiu for his first 2 of the game. So it makes it 7-4 now. 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Lual long 2 is cash. That's Akil Lual's spot as he knocks it down with regularity. Lual, the 5th year forward actually out of Ottawa, continues his strong play to begin this season. Lawrence now taking Lual down low, puts it up, can't get it to go. Fyander continues his strong work on the defensive glass. Reefer, defended by Stamberger in the post, puts it up, can't get it to go. Big rebound by Lual. And right now the Huskies are causing some problems for the Tigers on the interior. Seen a few offensive rebounds in this one, and now Lual going to go to the line to shoot 2. So Ash Lual on the free throw line shooting 2. Coming into this one, he's been red hot in those 2 games against Acadia last weekend. Averaged 21 points on 78% shooting, 67% from downtown, and 80% from the free throw line to go along with 6 boards. Lual hits both free throws. With Osmond Berry currently out of the Huskies lineup, Ash Lual is going to be asked upon to provide big presence on the interior, and so far he's been up to the task. This is Akinu Sergiu. Can't connect that time with Kapos, but Jared Reed with some good hustle to keep the ball in the Tigers' territory. Stamberger on the block, double teamed, and they're going to whistle Sven Stamberger on the travel. Make it Huskies ball as they lead 11-4 with just over 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Well, the Huskies prized recruit Cordero James is going to check in. He's wearing number 10. James, first-year point guard out of Woodbridge, Ontario, went to Vaughan Academy, school where Andrew Wiggins played. And James has been a key player for the Huskies so far in his AUS career. Rouse misses that jumper, and Jared Reed gets the board. Stamberger on the drive and the slam. Sven Stam with the slam, rising up and throwing it down for two. Makes it 11-6 here. Stamberger with 4 points so far for the Tigers. Marquis Clayton takes the contact, takes a difficult shot spinning in the lane, nearly gets it to drop, but he'll go to the line to shoot two now. Back to that dunk by Sven Stamberger. He has gotten so much more athletic and better at finishing since he entered the AUS out of the Halifax Grammar School 4 years ago. Stamberger has gotten stronger, improved his vertical, and is a lot more aggressive going to the hoop. He could always shoot it, but now he's got that great outside game that makes him such a threat on this level. As Clayton knocks down the second of 2 free throws, and the Tigers going to bring in some reinforcements. Alex Carson and Richie Kanzamata check in. Bit of a smaller lineup here for Kanzamata, Akinu Sergiu, Reed, Lawrence, and Alex Carson. Effectively playing the center position. Carson, we've seen him mostly play wing so far for the Tigers. Kanzamata finds a cutting Akinu Sergiu. I think they said no basket. Foul away from the ball on Clayton. And it will be on the floor. 12-6 with 3:13 remaining. Watch out for this Tigers lineup. They can all of them and have the capability of stretching you beyond the three-point line. Kanzamata, defended by Clayton. 5 on the shot clock. Lawrence puts it up, can't get it to go. Lual with the board, and Clayton pushes. Clayton to Rouse. Well, that's where Brian Rouse is best. So creative, so shifty in transition. Clayton to Rouse, a lot of speed for opposing teams to deal with. And Clayton whistled on another foul. That's going to be his second personal of this first quarter. And now Coach Jonah Tossig has a decision to make. And it looks like we'll send in Fyander to take Clayton out, probably for the remaining 2:45 of this first quarter. Clayton, again, averaging 33.5 points in their first 2 games of the season, has really carried the scoring load for this banged-up Huskies team. Now it's Kanzamata. He'll attack Fyander, pull back, can't get it to go, and Reefer with the rebound. 2:30 on the clock. Huskies leading by 8. Brian Rouse putting the moves on Akinu Sergiu. Pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. And that will go off the Huskies. Tristan Hyde and out for Tigers possession. This is Carson. Short pass to Akinu Sergiu. Now Lawrence on the low block, battling with the freshman Tristan Hyde. Out to Carson for 3, and book it. Alex Carson is a dead-eye shooter from beyond the arc. He opened his AUS career with a bang, going 5 of 6 from 3 on his way to 18 points last Friday. And here Tigers in transition. Oh, what a block. The chase down by Brian Rouse had the crowd on its feet, but Jared Reed is there to pick up the miss and put it in, and it's now 14-11. And the Tigers feeling the momentum as Richie Kanzamata Cordero James whistled on the foul that time, and the Tigers get fired up by the charge, responding to the Huskies, who got fired up by that block. So emotions running high in this battle, Halifax. These crosstown rivals, a lot of fifth years who would have played against a whole lot on either team. Kanzamata. Little hesitation dribble to Jared Reed. Can't connect on the three, but what a rebound and putback by Cashrell Lawrence. Climbing over the 6'6" freshman Tristan Hyde. Lawrence just 6'2", but oh my. Well, hardly time to talk about the play that just happened in this one, as Brian Rouse continues his crafty footwork and finishing. Gets that one to go off glass, makes it 16-13 with a minute remaining. Akinu Sergiu can't knock down the keeper. Kanzamata for three, knocks it down. And we're all tied up at 16, so fireworks here at the Homburg Center on a Wednesday night, as these two teams have come to play. Two of the top 10 teams in the country matching up here. And Theon Reefer, scoring touch of his own. These two teams started slow from the field, but really flexing their stuff in the second half of this first quarter. 30 seconds left on the clock. Kanzamata turns it over, and here comes Rouse once again in transition. Rouse, Euro step and finish. While Rouse is showing the full package, pulling moves out of his bag of tricks to finish again and again in the key. Time counting down, last 6 seconds. Huskies had a foul to give, and Cordero James takes it. It'll be the second James' fourth team foul. Next foul for either team would put them in the bonus, but there's just 5.9 remaining in this second quarter. Tigers trailing by 4, looking to cut into that. Jared Reed to inbound. Akinu Sergiu. 3, 2. Kanzamata to beat the buzzer. Can't do it. And that'll do it for the first quarter of this one. What a first quarter it was. After 10 minutes, the SMU Huskies, ranked number 9 in the country, are ahead of the Dalhousie Tigers, ranked number 6 by a score of 20-16. Checking out some stats here. The Huskies shooting 39%, 7 of 18 from the field, and 1 of 3, 33% from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, the Tigers, 7 of 19 from the field, 2 of 8 from beyond the arc, being led by Sven Stamberger with 4, Alex Carson and Richie Kanzamata with 3 apiece. Meanwhile, the Huskies, Rouse with 6, Lual with 6 and 3 rebounds, Theon Reefer with 5 points and 2 rebounds, and Will Fiender with 2 points of his own. Mind you one more time, you're watching a live and interactive webcast of AUSTV.ca, proudly powered by Bellline TV 1 and 5. Bellline 5, 3 amazing services, 1 amazing price. And you can reach out on Twitter or through email. The email is huskieswebcast2016@gmail.com. Or on Twitter, you can find me at Allen_April. That's ALLAN_APRIL. Also, use the hashtag SMUBBall. See it in your score box there. And let me know where you're watching, who you're cheering for, how you're feeling on this Wednesday night. As there's a great crowd here at the Homburg Center. Must be 200, 300 people here, maybe closer to 400, as it's a Wednesday night in Halifax, and the Battle of Halifax always brings out good fan support for the Huskies and the Tigers. Okay, back to the action at hand. Jordan Akinu-Serju, last year's AUS Rookie of the Year, with a pull-up jumper and cashes it. Cuts the Huskies' lead to 2 to begin this third quarter. Now Rouse for 3. Can't knock it down. And the official is going to call a loose ball foul against the Huskies. Looked like that call went against number 13, Tristan Hyde, I think. Actually, it went against number 10, Cordero James, so that's his third personal. James in foul trouble in the early going. And Clayton has 2 of his own, so those are 2 key guards for the Huskies in foul trouble. Akinu-Serju's jumper is no good. Reefer skies for the board. Hyde can't connect on the layup, and here comes Jared Reed. Reed, the 5th-year Super Sixth man out of Aurora, Ontario, finds Jordan Akinu-Serju, and for the Tigers, well, they take a 21-20 point lead to a 5-0 run to start this second quarter off the Akinu-Serju 5 points. Well, the Tigers really are as deep of a team as we've seen in recent years in the AUS. And the fact that they bring a 5th-year guard who's been in and out of the starting lineup throughout his 4 years with the Tigers in Jared Reed, as well Jordan Akinu-Serju, last year's AUS Rookie of the Year. They bring both these guys off the bench, and any team in the AUS would love to have Reed and Akinu-Serju in their starting lineup. But for the Tigers, they bring these guys in off the bench. You know, it doesn't allow the opposing teams to kind of rest their starting guards, and because there's no drop-off in talent when you go from the starting guards of the Tigers to the backcourt, creating a lot of problems for opposing teams and coaches. And Jonah Tossig's Huskies team, they are shorthanded. Mentioned they're missing 3rd-year guard Kamara Lane. He's out with an ankle injury for at least another week or 2. They'll have him back before the Christmas break. Meanwhile, Huskies all-star forward Osmond Berry averaged 15.1 points and 9.8 rebounds last year. He's out until at least Christmas break, recovering from a knee surgery. Clayton back in the game for St. Mary's, and Akinu-Serju gets the board. Ryle Stroud finds Cash, and Lawrence lays it up and in. Continuing to go to work down below, Cash Lawrence. Showing a bit of a swarming full court D as Clayton's whistled on a travel. So the Tigers on a 7-0 run to begin this second quarter. Richie Kanzamata brings the ball across half court. Kanzamata, a former AUS Defensive Player of the Year, as well an AUS Championship All-Star the past 2 seasons. Akinu-Serju can't connect on the layup, but Ryle Stroud is there to clean it up. And Stroud, a big body transfer to Queen's University, gets his first 2 of the game. Finder can't finish the layup. And here come the Tigers. Continuing this run, it's now up to a 9-0 run to begin the second quarter. Stroud banging down low with Lual. Tricky shot up and in for Ryle Stroud. And the Tigers now lead by 7. Trailed 20-16 at the end of the first quarter. Lual for 3. Actually, they're going to call it a 2. His foot is on the line, but Lual certainly has 3-point range. We've seen him knock down a couple this year. The big man with the smooth stroke out of Ottawa. Jared Reed, defended by Rouse. They're going right back to Stroud. Called on the travel that time, but you can see the Dow Tigers. They have a 5th-year post matched up against a 1st-year post in Tristan Hyde, and they keep feeding him. Stroud is an interesting player. as he played his first 4 years at Queen's University in Ontario and had the best season of his 4-year career last year, averaging just under 9 points and 5 rebounds a game. Nice dish from Reefer for Lual, as Reefer drives, draws the D, and finds his big man for the easy finish. And now it's 27-24. This is Carson, defended by Fyander. Stroud now, high post, as they have taken Hyde out of the game. Stroud, defended by Lual. Kicks for Reed, wide open three, off back iron, but ends up right in the hands of Ryle Stroud. It's going to be Tigers ball on the baseline as Adam Carmulli checks in, replacing Alex Carson. Inbound now for Richie Kanzamata. Defended by Clayton. Reed, pull up Jay. Rims out and back in again. Jared Reed off the bench, playing well. Got a few Twitter shoutouts. I see you, Alicia and Adam. Shout out to Adam especially, and I'll get to those in just a second. Next stoppage in play, as Marquis Clayton can't finish the tricky layup, but Brian Rouse flying in for the offensive rebound and putback cuts the lead to 3, 29-26, just under 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Kanzamata takes a screen. Stroud, wide open at the top of the arc, finds Lawrence. Kanzamata pulls the trigger on a rims out, and Brian Rouse with another big rebound. Will Fyander pushes it up court now for the Huskies. Ash Lual, nice dish to Rouse, and Brian Rouse absolutely is killing the Huskies right now, the Tigers rather. It's all come on layups, but Rouse now with on 5 of 10 shooting, all 10 points coming inside the paint in this first half. 1 point game. Cash Lawrence drives, can't finish, but Stroud crashing the lane, able to finish on the putback, makes it 28, sorry. Rouse again on the lay-in, doing it from the right side, doing it from the left side, reverse, double clutch, it doesn't matter. Brian Rouse is tough to stop when he's going to the rim. Well, I promise you a good game, and it's 31-30 midway through the second quarter. Doesn't get much tighter than this. The Battle of Halifax here at the Homburg Center. Ryle Stroud can't knock down the turnaround jumper. Rouse with another rebound, and Fyander pushes the other way. Fyander kicks to Reefer, wide open from 3, and splash. Theon Reefer knocks it down. He's been this one also. Yeah, that's going to make it 11 points for Reefer. So now 3 Huskies with double digits already in Lual, Reefer, and Rouse. And Cashrell Lawrence doing what he does best, playing through the contact and finishing. He'll go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. That's 6 points and 6 rebounds now for Lawrence. And the Huskies are going to call a timeout to talk things over. All tied up at 33 apiece here in the second quarter. All right, so Twitter shoutouts. We got a few. Adam Dionysopoulos. I've never tried to say his last name before, but I know Adam real well. He was the manager and the student assistant with the Huskies for great guy. Says, first time watcher, big fan. Solid start by Rouse and the Huskies so far. Let's go Huskies. Hashtag Tiger hunting. Hashtag always a Husky. Hashtag SMU B-ball. Adam D killing it on the hashtags. What else do we have here? Well, Alicia Zanchin says, Uncle only recruits the best. That's what you can expect to see. He won't settle for less. Playing some good D. Certainly are, as she, of course, is a huge fan. Doesn't miss a game of the Dalhousie Tigers up there in Ontario. Probably the most consistent shout out to our webcast. Again, if you'd like to hear your shout out on air, reach out on email or Twitter. The email address is huskieswebcast2016 huskieswebcast2016@gmail.com. Again, that's huskieswebcast2016@gmail.com. Meanwhile, on Twitter, you can find me at Allen_April or hashtag SMUBball, hashtag SMUBball. So, as Cash Lawrence goes to the free throw line to try and connect on the three-point play, we're all tied up 33 apiece here, as these teams both 2-0, but after today, only one can be defeated. Lawrence misses the free throw, and Fyander skies for the rebound. Fyander has certainly improved his handle from last season. I know he worked hard all summer long in the gym. As that time, Reefer can't get the layup to go. Nice defensive pressure by Kevin Duong off the bench for the Huskies. Tigers. Kanzamata, the red shoe assassin, one-on-one with Clayton. Tigers swing it around the perimeter. Akinu Sergiu, 3 on the shot clock. He has to put it up. Can't hit it, but Will Fyander just a bit too aggressive on the closeout. Collides with Akinu Sergiu, and that'll put Akinu Sergiu on the free throw line. Jordan Akinu Sergiu shot 71% from the free throw line in his AUS Rookie of the Year campaign, averaging 7.1 points. Did the first year transfer out of Dawson College, where he was a CJEP MVP. Akinu Sergiu can't knock down the first of 2 free throws. Hey, got another special Twitter shout out from Evan K, our favorite AUS photographer. I'll read that out next stoppage and play. As Akinu Sergiu knocks down the second of 3 shots from the stripe, gives the Tigers a 1-point lead. Akinu Sergiu hits 2 of 3. He now leads the Tigers with 10, and they lead by 2 with 3:30 remaining in the second quarter. Marquis Clayton hasn't really been scoring at the pace we've seen the past couple games, as he misses that layup in the key. Akinu Sergiu with the rebound, and Kanzamata brings it the other way for the Tigers. Alex Carson, post touch now for Kevin Duong. Fadeaway jumper is good. Nice looking shot from Kevin Duong, the reserve big man, himself also a transfer from Dawson College. Oh my, as Rouse finally can't get a layup to go. He wanted the foul, but no whistle from Al King. Watch out, Alex Carson for 3. That's long. Don't see him miss many. And Rouse dives and saves it to Clayton. Clayton takes the contact, can't finish the spinning layup in the air, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Rick Plato is not happy with Jordan Akinu Sergiu not hitting the floor that time, allowing Brian Rouse to beat him to the loose ball. But a great hustle play from Rouse. As Clayton's on the free throw line, I'm going to read out a Twitter shout out from one of his biggest fans. I know they're close. Evan Finney says, missing being able to capture the epic Huskies-Tigers battle, but always supporting the fam all the way from DC. Hashtag Finney Photography. Yeah, I think Evan's down at Georgetown University now, so shout out to her, representing the AUS down in the NCAA. I wonder if she's doing photography for Georgetown. That'd be pretty cool. As nice dish inside for Richie Kanzamata. Kevin Duong with his 5th-year point guard and pushes the Tigers' lead back up to 4. Rouse turns it over. Tigers have numbers. Akinu Sergiu and Kanzamata can't connect on the layup. Clayton to Lual in the corner. That's short, but Lual gets his own rebounds, attacks the glass, and finishes through the contact. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. Ash Lual continuing his strong play to open this one. He's now got 12 points and 4 rebounds on 5 of 6 shooting from the field. That foul went against Alex Carson. His second team foul in the second quarter. Lual connects on the 3-point play. Makes it a 1-point game, 39-38, under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Kanzamata finds his main man, Cash Lawrence, in the high post. Back to Kanzamata. As that's a travel. Looked like Cash Lawrence whistled on the travel. And the Tigers will call a timeout. Coach Rick Plato wants to talk it over. A great job on the Twitter shoutouts. Still haven't gotten any emails. Again, that's huskieswebcast2016@gmail.com. But a couple more Twitter shoutouts to get to. Jess Thomas says, good luck to Coach Plato and the Dalhousie Tigers from your niece. We're hearing from another Coach Plato niece. The family is strong and proud in this one. And heard again from Adam Dianasopoulos. I definitely nailed the last name that time. He says, video cuts out for a few seconds every few minutes. Yeah, that's an issue. So the deal is 2 games going on at SMU right now. The primary camera, the camera that never goes to sleep, is over at the arena, Alumni Arena, because there's a hockey game. And meanwhile, we're here with the backup camera, but our cameraman is doing a great job of refreshing it. Oh, well, we are aware of that problem, but we certainly try our best to make the stoppages in play as short as possible. Again, keep those Twitter shoutouts coming. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, at Allen_April or hashtag SMUBBall, and I'll find it. Quick look at the stats here. Jordan Akinu-Sergiu leads the Tigers with 9 points. Ryle Stroud and Cash Lawrence with 6 apiece, and had 7 rebounds with Lawrence to lead all players. Meanwhile, on the Huskies side, Ash Lual with 13 on 5 of 6, and Brian Rouse with 12 of his own. So it's been the veterans today for both teams. Lual now for 3, that rims out. But Fyander continues his strong work on the glass, picking up the offensive board. Hanging jumper in the lane from Rouse is good. And that puts the Huskies up for the first time since the end of the first quarter, 40-39 now. Again, the Huskies led 20-16 at the end of the first before the Tigers went on a big 9-0 run. But it's been back and forth in this second quarter. Kanzamata finds Stroud. Clayton did a good job pulling the chair that time as Stroud was trying to body him on the mismatch. But Clayton forces Stroud to commit the turnover. And Stroud will check out. 6'10" post slim Sasha Kapos will replace him for the Tigers. Kapos, second year of Miami, Florida, was an AUS all-rookie team selection last season. And I certainly had to get to the story of how he ended up at Dal, as it's a perfect story for this crosstown rival. Fyander's 3 rims out, and Jared Reed gathers the board. 40-39, under 46 seconds left to play in the first half of this one. Akinu-Sergiu, one-on-one with freshman point guard Jack Tilley. Kapos, elbow jumper is good. Nice shooting touch from slim Sasha Kapos. Puts on top, 41-40. 15 seconds on the game clock. The shot clock is off. Theon Reefer looking to set something up. Reefer one-on-one with Lawrence. 5 on the clock now, and Lawrence strips him. Gets it to Akinu-Sergiu. Can't beat the buzzer. No basket as Akinu-Sergiu knocks down the 3 after the whistle. And that'll do it for the first half. So as promised, a tightly contested, highly competitive Battle of Halifax as always. As after 20 minutes, the Dalhousie Tigers, 6th in the country, lead the SMU Huskies, ranked 9th in the country, by a score of 41-40. Going to have some quick stats updates, and then we'll go to a 13-minute halftime break before we're back with the second half. So looking at the stats here, the Tigers shooting 18 of 40, 45% field, but only 3 of 14, 21% from beyond the arc. And on the Huskies side, 40 points on 15 of 37 shooting from the field, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc, and 8 of 9 from the free throw stripe. Tigers with 8 turnovers, Huskies with 6. Offensive rebounding has been an issue for the Huskies as the Tigers have 8. And on the individual stats, Jordan Akinu-Serju leading the Tigers with 6 points on 3 of 8 shooting. Ryle Stroud has 6. Cash Lawrence with 6 to go along with 7 rebounds. And Richie Kane-Zamata with 5. Meanwhile, for the Huskies, Brian Rouse with 14 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Ash Lual with 13 points and 3 rebounds on 5 of 6 from the field. Theon Reefer with 8 points. And Marquis Clayton, uncharacteristically, 0 of 6 from the field for 3 points and 1 assist. So, we're going to take a quick 13-minute break before we're back with the second half, but don't go too far. The Battle of Halifax will be right back after these messages. Again, you're watching this live and interactive webcast of AUSTV.ca powered by V1. Leave me a shout out. I'll read it when I get back in the second half. Thanks for watching, everyone.
And sacrifice will never be forgotten. On November 11th, let's remember them. Visit canada.ca/remember them. They are our fathers, brothers, mothers and sisters, neighbors, heroes. Canada's veterans, their courage, service, and sacrifice will never be forgotten. On November 11th, let's remember them. Visit canada.ca/remember them. They are our fathers,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this AUSTV.ca webcast of Atlantic University Sport men's basketball action. At half, the 6th-ranked team in the country, the Dalhousie Tigers, have a slim 1-point lead against the 9th-ranked team in the country, the SMU Huskies. My name's Alan April. I'll have the call for you today, as it was a great first half, and the second half should be great too. These two teams, the Battle of Halifax, anytime they get together, it's a good one. And this one has not disappointed so far. The Huskies won the first quarter 20-16 before the Tigers went on a 9-0 run to begin the second and won that quarter 25-20. Gives them a 41-40 lead at half. Just some quick individual stats. Brian Rouse, the 5th-year guard out of Toronto, leading all scorers for the Huskies with 14 points and 5 rebounds. Ash Lual, the big man, with 13. Meanwhile, Jordan Akinu-Serju leading the Tigers with 9 off the bench. And Ash Lual picks up right where he left off in the first half, knocking down the jumper. That gives his 2-point lead here, as Lual now has 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting from the field. Richie Kanzamata looks to connect with Lawrence. Can't do it, and Kanzamata's shot at the shot clock buzzer is rejected by Reefer. Marquis Clayton knocks down the 3. Well, first field goal of the game for Clayton, but you knew that wasn't going to last long. In the 2 games against Acadia last weekend, Clayton single-handedly led SMU to a sweep over the Axemen, averaging better than 33.5 points and 6.5 assists per game. Only had 3 points in the first half of this one, but knocked down that big 3 to give his team a 4-point lead. Substitution now for the Tigers, as highly touted freshman Alex Carson comes out with super 6-man 5th-year Jared Reed replacing him. Lawrence now swings it back to the point guard, Kanzamata. Kanzamata takes a screen from Stroud. Ryle Stroud on the low block. Kicks to Lawrence for 3. Can't get it to go. Tap out by Stamberger. Ends up in the hands of Reefer, who is stripped by Kanzamata. Well, the Huskies bench wanted a call as Jared Reed, corner 3, no good. And Theon Reefer gobbles up the board. Will Fiender finds Rouse, cutting to the hoop. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Looks like that personal foul will go against Ryle Stroud. It's going to be Stroud's second personal, first team foul of the third quarter against the Tigers. So Brian Rouse on the line to shoot 2. Can't knock down the first. As mentioned, Rouse had 14 points in the first half, but no free throw attempt. Misses the first. Rouse knocks down the second. Pushes it up to a 5-point lead. Huskies on a 6-0 run to begin this third quarter. Kanzamata defended by Clayton. 2 hard-nosed 5th-year point guards. Sven Stamberger straight on 3 is cash. And that cuts the lead to 2. Will Fiander double teamed. Tigers pick up the half-court press. Fiander keeps it alive. Huskies now with numbers. Rouse and the finish. Brian Rouse continuing to finish around the rim with such creativity. The fifth-year guard out of Mississauga, Ontario, was an AUS first-team All-Star last year, averaging nearly 18 points and 7 rebounds a game for the Huskies. This time against Ash Lual on the block. He's not happy with the call. Going to be the first personal against Lual, first team foul against the Tigers in this third quarter. Brian Rouse now with 17 points on 8 of 16 shooting, really carrying the scoring load for the Huskies. Last weekend against Acadia, it was Clayton who did the majority of the scoring. Tonight, it's Rouse for the Huskies. Cashrell Lawrence, one-on-one with Reefer. Spins to the right, can't get it to go. Stroud on the offensive rebound. Can't finish, and another foul against Theon Reefer, and he's hopping mad over that one. This is a Huskies team that always needs to be careful with how they interact with the officials. We've seen them get a lot of technicals. It's been a problem in the past. Reefer still can't believe the call. It's going to be his second personal, second team foul against the Huskies. Ryle Stroud, the fifth-year transfer University, knocks down the first. Had the best season of his 5 years with the Golden Gales last season, averaging just under 9 points and 5 rebounds a game. And certainly a welcomed addition, big body in the middle for the Tigers. Theon Reefer spins no good. Stamberger gobbles up the board for the Tigers. Lawrence to Jared Reed. Tigers motion offense, working against this Huskies man-to-man. Jared Reed, jumper in the key, can't get it to go. Lual with the board. And Fiander pushes the pace the other way for the white and maroon of St. Mary's. Fiander reverse layup is short. Lawrence with another board. 48-46 here, 6:40 remaining. As Richie Kanzamata knocks down the jump shot, and it's all tied up once again at 48. Neck and neck here, the Battle of Halifax from the Homburg Center on a Wednesday night. Brian Rouse over to his backcourt mate, fellow fifth-year Clayton. Long three, Clayton rims out on that one, but he certainly has that range. Here come the Tigers in transition. Stamberger, quick trigger three, no good. Fiander able to keep the rebound alive, and he just turned an ankle. Hope Will Fiander's okay. As Lawrence fouls Lual. It looks like Fiander will be okay there. See him walking back on the court. Looked like he just rolled his ankle going up to get that rebound. Gonna tighten up that shoe a little so it'll swell up, and great work on camera. Good job. As now Ash Lual is on the free throw line. That foul coming against Cash Lawrence, his first personal, second team foul. Lual can't knock in the first one. Misses 2 free throws. Uncharacteristic for Lual, the soft shooting big man. Stamberger with the board. Yeah, last season Lual shot 69% from the free throw line. In the first 2 games of this season, he was shooting 80%. Offensive foul there against Ryle Stroud. Official Pinson's going to whistle him on an illegal screen. So that'll be a turnover. Third personal foul against Stroud and third team foul against the Tigers. All tied up at 48 with 5:50 remaining in the third quarter. Clayton, defended by Stamberger. Look for him to take him off the dribble. Nope. Reefer, mismatch. Good ball movement from the Huskies. Rouse for 3, knocks it down. Well, we've seen Brian Rouse doing it on the inside all game long. This time he steps out to the perimeter and knocks down a 3. That gives Rouse 20 points to lead all scorers. Cash Lawrence. Kanzamata catches in the corner. Thinks about the 3 and now will take it. Can't get it to go. Fiander with another board. Clayton in transition, hangs and finishes. Marquis Clayton. One of the smallest players on the court, but he has quite the vertical and his scoring ability is big. Clayton this time strips Stamberger. Over the top for Lual, and Ash Lual finishes. quick 7-0 run for the Huskies to break that 48-all tie, and that's going to force Coach Rick Plato to call a timeout and talk things over with his Tigers. Take the time to remind you to reach out on Twitter at Allen_April, hashtag SMUBball. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're for. You can also email us, HuskiesWebcast2016@gmail.com. Again, you're watching this live and interactive webcast of Atlantic University Sport Basketball on AUSTV.ca, proudly powered by Bell Line TV1 and 5. Bell Line, 3 amazing services, 1 amazing price. So quick look here at the stat sheet. Again, Brian Rouse leads all scorers with 20. Ash Lual not far behind with 17 points, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Nice all-around game for the big man out. Mark Clayton, he scored 5 of his 8 points in the second half. Meanwhile, the Tigers and their depth, a very balanced scoring output. Akinu Sergiu still leading all scorers with 9, but Ryle Stroud has 8 and 4 rebounds. Sven Stamper with 7 and 3 assists. Cash Lawrence with 6 points, 9 rebounds, and Jared Reed with 5 points, 5 rebounds. So 6 Tigers players with over 5 points in this one. Meanwhile, 2 Huskies have combined for 37 of their 55. Back to the game at hand as Richie Kanzamata brings it across half. Akinu Sergiu now, reigning AUS Rookie of the Year. Lawrence gets it over to Kanzamata, and he's stripped. Here come the Huskies in transition. Rouse with the 2 jam, rises up and throws it down. 2 hands for safety, and the Huskies are now on a 9-0 run, leading 57-48 with 4:20 to play in the third quarter. Stamberger, double team. Kanzamata wide open. Nice pass of the team by Sven Stamberger. Finding the open man, cutting it to a 7-point lead. Marquis Clayton sends it over to Fyander. Lual now, defended by Lawrence. Lawrence reaches for the steal, can't get it, and Fyander finishes underneath. Tough take by the second-year guard at a Citadel High. He's really gotten better over the summer. Now a key member of this Huskies team. Cash Lawrence drives hard right at Lual, and Lual, forced to foul, will send Lawrence to the line to shoot 2. Oh, got a special Twitter shout-out from the CIS All-Star himself, the man Ty Scott. Says, good game right now. You know I'm here watching with the squad. Gotta give that a favorite and a retweet. Of course, the squad is the UPI Panthers. Think we'll see them in action next weekend here against the Dal Tigers. Can't wait. Anytime Ty Scott's in the building, there's bound to be a show, as the past 3 years he's been among the leaders in the country in scoring. The UPI Panthers 5th-year guard. While Tigers 5th-year forward Cash Lawrence is on the free throw line, knocks down 1. It's now 59-51. Lawrence gets them both to go. Cuts the lead to 7, and Tristan Hyde will check in for the Huskies. Actually, no, he won't. Not sure what happened there. He was at the scorer's table, and then they called him back. Ryan Hernett, number 23, will check in for the Tigers. Hernett, a former ACAA first-team All-Star, the University of King's College Blue Devils. Brian Rouse, what a pass. Clayton to Fyander in the corner for 3, knockdown. And the crowd loved that one. Beautiful passing. Rouse to Clayton to Fyander in that corner. And Will continues his strong play. That makes it 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. What an all-around game for Fyander. only in the starting lineup because of an injury to Kamara Lane. But Cash Lawrence continues to go to work. Lawrence has scored 4 of his 10 in this second half. But Reefer responds for the Huskies. It's turning into a track meet now. It's a 10-point game for St. Mary's, 64-54. Stamberger on the low block, defended by Cordero James. Too strong. Sven Stamberger powers it up and through Cordero James for a chance at the three-point play. Stamberger has gotten a lot stronger since the beginning of his AUS career, and you see it right there. I mean, Cordero James is certainly not weak himself. Guy's got as big muscles as you'll ever see out of an 18-year-old. But Stamberger at 6'6", just too strong, able to finish through the contact. And he's on the line for a chance at a three-point play. Connects on the three-point play. It's now 64-57 with 2:24 remaining in the third quarter. Marquis Clayton, defended by Carson. Tigers now in a 3-2 zone, it looks like. Brian Rouse whistled on the travel. And again, the Huskies not happy with the call. Tigers to bring it the other way. Here's Kanzamata, the former AUS Defensive Player of the Year. Gets it over to his teammate Stamberger. Stamberger driving against Reefer. Tries left, tries jumper, nothing but air. And Clayton coming the other way for the Huskies. Marquis Clayton. Oh, there's the Defensive Player of the Year. Kanzamata making everyone miss. Showtime for the Tigers as Jared Reed finishes with the 2. Richie Kanzamata picks the pocket of Mark Clayton, pushes it up the court, and Jared Reed finishes on the other end. This Tigers team is so experienced and so deep. Finder, pull-up jumper, gets it to go. Tough shot over the 6'6" freshman, Alex Carson. It's now 66-59 with 1:10 to play in the third quarter. Tigers in jeopardy of losing their first game of the season. Stamberger, hook shot, hangs on the rim, doesn't go. Will stay, Dow ball. Good hustle by Stamberger. That one off of Fiander. Now, substitution for the Huskies. Tristan Hyde checks in, replacing Theon Reefer. Hyde, the first-year forward, 6'7", out of Bedford, and CP Allen High School. As Kanzamata drives and is rejected by the first-year Hyde. Fiander pushing the pace. Finds Cordero James. James, pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. Kanzamata corrals the board. Alex Carson, pull-up 3, that's off. Don't see Carson miss many. He's now 1 of 3 today. Clayton takes the contact, can't finish, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Official Al King whistling Stamberger on the foul that time. And with 27 seconds left to go, Clayton is on the line with his team leading by 7. That last foul by Stamberger, his 3rd personal, 4th team foul. Both teams with 4 team fouls, so next foul from either team will put them on the line in the bonus. Substitution for the Huskies, big Brent Martindale checks in. Martindale, 6'6", 3rd-year forward out of Kingston, Ontario, wearing number 23. Clayton's free throw hit every part of the rim, but didn't hit the mesh. Rims out. Hits. Mark Clayton now with 6 of his 9 points in this third quarter. Kanzamata is going to hold for 1. 2-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now 10 on the shot clock. Carson brings the screen. Akinu Sergiu now in the corner. 3 on the shot clock. Dow's got to get something up. Doesn't. Shot clock violation, and it's Huskies ball with 2.5 seconds on remaining in the third quarter. Tigers bring a little bit of full court man-to-man, trying to keep the Huskies from advancing the ball up court. Finder. In for Clayton. Clayton from 65. Oh, that looked good. About a foot short, but right on line, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So, matchup here in the Battle of Halifax, the SMU Huskies that time win that third quarter by a score of 27-18 and take a 67-59 lead into the fourth. Quickly going to run this Remembrance Day commercial, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds with some analysis in the fourth quarter.
Neighbors, heroes, Canada's veterans, their courage, service, and sacrifice will never be forgotten. On November 11th, let's remember them. Visit canada.ca/remember. They are our fathers, brothers.
Okay, back to the action here as after 30 minutes of play, the SMU Huskies have an upset brewing. The number 9 team in the country is leading the number 6 team in the country by a score of 67-59. The Tigers shooting 42% from the field, 20%, only 4 of 20 from beyond the three-point line. And the SMU Huskies, 26 of 55 for 47% from the field, 5 of 10, 50% from 3. Looking here, each team with 30 points in the paint. The Tigers with 19 points off their bench, the Huskies with 0. Some individual stats, the Tigers are being led by Sven Stamberger with 10 and 4 rebounds, and Cash Lawrence with 10 points and 9 rebounds. Richie Kanzamata and Jordan Akinu-Sergiu with 9 apiece, and Ryle Stroud with 8. Meanwhile, on the Huskies side, Brian Rouse scored 8 of his game-high 22 in that third quarter. Ash Lewell has 17. Reefer with 10. And Mark Clayton scored 6 of his 9 in the third quarter rather. And we got to mention Will Finder. Outside shot at a triple-double for the second year. 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. It really is something to see. All 67 of the Huskies' points have come from their starting 5. Meanwhile, the Tigers have 9 players who have scored and an impressive 6 players over 6 points. So it's a depth against a strong starting 5 in this one. Now it's the fourth quarter. Lawrence kicks it out to Reed for 3. That's off. Tapped out and right into the hands of Cash Lawrence for the offensive board. Lawrence working on Martindale. Can't get the layup to drop, but he'll go to the line to shoot too. Huskies foul on Martindale, his first team foul of the fourth quarter. And Cash Lawrence now has a double-double. 10 rebounds on the free throw line, looking to add 2 to his total. A reminder, this webcast on AUSTV.ca is live and interactive, so reach out on Twitter at Allen_April or hashtag SMUBBall, as well on email, huskiescast2016@gmail.com. That's Huskies, Huskies, webcast, you can spell that, 2016@gmail.com. As Cash Lawrence hits the first of 2, Jared Reed with the offensive board. Reed can't finish on the layup, but Cash gets another offensive rebound for the Tigers. Just high effort level from Dalhousie here. Akinu-Sergiu, Kanzamata's pass was deflected right into the hands of his backcourt mate Akinu-Sergiu for the 2. Gives Akinu-Sergiu 11 points now and cuts the Huskies lead to 5. And the Tigers hitting the floor for that loose ball. It's the freshman Alex Carson with the steal. Foul against Brent Martindale. That's his second team foul against the Huskies. I see some substitutions here as a couple starters, Lual, Reefer, and Rouse returned. It's now the starting five. Things are getting a little chippy down there between two fierce competitors, the point guards Marquis Clayton and Richie Kanzamata. Cooler heads will prevail as the officials have a chat with them. 9 minutes remain in this one. The Huskies lead their crosstown rivals from St. Mary's 67-62. Akinu Sergiu with the 20-footer, no good, but Alex Carson comes in for the rebound. He's more than just a shooter, folks. Shot clock at 6. Kanzamata still passes it to no one in particular. Lawrence to beat the buzzer, no, but Kanzamata is there for the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. Offensive rebounding has been a big problem in the second half for the Tigers. At half, the offensive rebound battle, the Tigers had 8 to the Huskies 4. Now the Tigers with 13 offensive rebounds to the Huskies 5. So certainly Coach Jonah Tossig calls a timeout here. He's going to talk to his team about boxing out, as the Tigers with 19 second chance points, the Huskies have 11. Again, this webcast of AUS men's basketball on AUSTV.ca is proudly presented by Bell Lion TV1 and FIBE. 3 amazing services, 1 amazing price. As well, Subway, the official fuel of Atlantic University sport. Eat fresh. The Twitter shoutouts were coming fast and furious in the second and third quarters, but they dried up. So, give me something to talk about. I'm all here by myself. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, how you're feeling on this Wednesday night, as we've got a great Wednesday night basketball doubleheader here from the Homburg Center. The women, the SMU women, ranked 8th in the country, won the first match of this doubleheader by a score of 66-54 against the Dalhousie Tigers. And now the men's game, 67-62 with 8:36 to play, and Richie Kanzamata on the free throw line looking to cut it to 3. The first, Kanzamata last season averaged 12.2 points per game, along with a league-leading 6.9 assists on his way to AUS first team All-Star honors. Hits both free throws, cuts the Huskies lead to 3, 60-64. Makes it 11 points to go along with 4 assists now for Richie Kanzamata. Fiander. His pass intended for Clayton, but out of reach. And the Huskies a bit of full court pressure here. Actually, they're going to back off. Wait for Kanzamata to cross half. Jared Reed, 18-foot baseline jumper. Can't get it to go, but able to get his own offensive rebound. Continues to be a problem for the Tigers. Kanzamata, well, he missed a wide open Sven Stamberger, and Coach Rick Plato is besides himself with that one. The reigning AUS Coach of the Year not happy that his point guard missed his three-point shooter spotted up. But Stamberger able to win it back and get it up court. And Jared Reed with the two-handed slam. And that'll cut it to a one-point game. Great job by the Tigers. Good awareness to move the ball up court by Akinu Sergiu. And just like that, it's a one-point game, 67-66. This one's going to go right down to the wire. Theon Reefer. Straight on 3 by Reefer is good. Nice shot that time by Reefer. That gives him 13 points in this one. 3 of 3 from beyond the arc for the fifth-year forward out of Toronto. Jared Reed gives Lawrence a look on the high post. Turnaround jumper is short. Oh, Lawrence down on the ground, but still able to pick the pocket of Clayton. And the Huskies commit a foul under the basket. Clayton is not happy there was no foul called there, giving official Matt Boyle a bit of feedback on that one. We're really seeing the depth of the Tigers against the strength of this starting five. Again, this is a shorthanded Huskies team with two of their starting five actually out of the lineup in fifth-year forward Osmond Berry and third-year guard Kamara Lane. Kanzamata now takes a screen from Lawrence. Swings it for Jordan Akinu Sergio. Stamberger, corner three is off. Lawrence skies for that rebound. Went right over the 6'7" Ash Lual. Actually, Lual's 6'8". Went right over top of him to get that rebound. And he'll go to the free throw line. Personal foul against Lual, his third personal, 15. So the Huskies are in the bonus. The Tigers with no team fouls. Every Huskies foul for the next 6:42 will send the Tigers to the line. As the ball needs a toweling off here. Casherelle Lawrence on the free throw line. Can't hit the first. Lawrence does struggle from the free throw line. He's 3 of 6 in this game. Last year shot 63%. Knocks down the second of 2. It's a 3-point game, 70-67. Will Fiender swings it over to Theon Reefer. Reefer with the drive, can't finish. And here come the Tigers the other way. Jared Reed dishes to Kanzamata. Looking inside for Stamberger. Pass is deflected and out off the Huskies. Will be Tigers ball on the baseline with 17 on the shot clock. 6:24 remains in regulation. Sven Stamberger swings it over to Kanzamata. Slowing it down, 10 on the shot clock. Cash Lawrence on the right block. Well, he jumped to pass, and that will, Coach Rick Plato's going to call a timeout. He's going to get into them right now. Cash Lawrence is a fifth year. You need to know better than jumping in there to pass that time. Lawrence got caught and had nowhere to go. Ends up just bringing it down for the double dribble. So, I mean, this one's going right down to the wire. Fun here from John Murphy. Hey, Peter. Peter Halpin. I got an email from John Murphy. So, John Murphy says, tell Peter Halpin to stop blocking the camera. The camera's right here, so when we stand up, it's all good. I'm just kidding. Do you know John Murphy? Yeah. Yeah, he paid a mission, that's true. This webcast is free as just having some fun with Peter Halpin, Huskies legend, sitting right in front of me. No, it's all good, Peter. I'm just joking. Anyway, yeah, Peter's looking for a little camera time. We're having fun here at the Homburg Center on a Wednesday night. I mean, it doesn't hurt that Peter's like 6'8". It's tough for him to get up and not block the camera. But he has been told, John Murphy. Let's see. Twitter shout-out too from Alicia's, and she says, can we please take a minute to recognize how calm my aunt is on the bench? However, if Dal wins this, watch for her fist pump. Of course, Alicia's aunt, Andrea Plato, the team manager, and of course the wife of head coach Rick Plato. And they've made a dynamic duo on the sideline for the Tigers over the past 4 years. Of course, the Tigers, two-time defending champions, looking for a three-peat. But if the Huskies have anything to say about it, it won't be that easy. Huskies lead by 3. Ash Lual, pump fake and drive, and he's fouled. Lual will go to the line to shoot. Luol gets the first to rattle home. Can't hit the second, and Sven Stamberg gets the defensive rebound. Luol now with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Lawrence, great pass inside for Richie Kanzamata. Not often you see Kanzamata go to work in the post. Usually it's him feeding Cash in the post. That time a reversal, and Kanzamata gets the 2. And they're going to whistle a foul here against the Tigers. Against number 12, Jordan, with the personal. Going to be his third personal, third team foul against the black and gold. Inbound for Fyander. 5:30 on the clock, and just like that, Akinu Sergiu is whistled foul. Caught him on a hand check that time, and that's 4 against Akinu Sergiu, the reigning AUS Rookie of the Year, who's having a solid game with 11 points off the bench. 3 team fouls now against the Tigers. Huskies are already in bonus. Clayton drives, takes it right at the D, up, can't get it to go. Reefer on the offensive rebound. Hoop and the harm. Theon Reefer sticking with it. And every time in this second half, Dal has gotten close. SMU has had an answer as they push the lead back to 4, going to the opportunity to make it 5. And Reefer knocks down the free throw to make it 74-69 with 5:16 to play. Reefer now with 16 points and 6 rebounds. Richie Kanzamata now. Swings it over to Jared Reed. Tigers cycling it around the perimeter. Kanzamata. Lawrence. Cross court for Reed. He's driving left. Back out to Lawrence. Long 2. No good. And Will Fyander gets on the floor to prevent another Tigers offensive rebound. Able to save that one. All right, the shoutouts are getting interesting now. That little Peter Halpin conversation. So David Smith says, watching from East Van, tell Murph to mind his own business. Go big guys. Hashtag SMU B-ball. And there's one more. I don't know who this is from, but they say, hey, it is the only blocking out Peter has ever done. Appreciate the webcast as a volunteer basketball coaching has kept me away tonight. Go Huskies. Great stuff happening here on the webcast. Keep those shoutouts coming, guys. This Peter's right in front of me, and him and his wife Moira are laughing their heads off. Theon Reefer in the lane. Huskies kick it out. Clayton able to keep possession, puts it up. No good, and Stroud with a defensive rebound. Clayton has struggled from the field. Red hot start to the season. Scored 38 and 29 in the first 2 games. Richie Kanzamata with the crossover, and Will Fyander had no choice but to foul him or give up the easy layup. Elects to foul, and that'll send Kanzamata to the line. But yeah, back to the point about Clayton. In the first 2 games against Acadia, Clayton averaged 33.5 points on 63% from the field and 50% from beyond the arc. Today's game, he's 2 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc for 9 points. Does have 3 rebounds and 3 assists, but hasn't been scoring to seeing this season at least. As Kanzamata knocks down the first of 2, cuts the Huskies' lead to 4, 74-70. With 4:10 remaining. Again, keep those Twitter tweets coming at Allen_April. One more here. Jess Thomas says, come on, Dal, keep up the hard work. As the Tigers haven't lost much over the past year and a half. in danger of dropping to 2-1 on the campaign, but still a lot of basketball to play. Point game with 4:05 to go. Clayton, defended by Kansamata. Kansamata, such a good job moving his feet. Fiander for three is good. Will Fiander filling it up. Again, the sophomore only in the lineup because of his injuries to Kamara Lane and Osmond Berry. And Fiander has had a great start to the season. He's got 12 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, the steal, and the finish. Tonight might be the coming out party here at the Homburg Center for Will Fiander, the second-year guard out of Citadel High, and I saw a smile creep across his face after he finished that one. Oh, what a reverse layup. Up and under with the left hand by Sven Stomberger, showing off an acrobatic touch on that finish. Rouse right back at him. My goodness, if you're a basketball fan and you're missing this one, I don't know what to say. These two teams are really showing what makes them two of the top 10 teams in the country tonight. We're seeing some great basketball go down to the wire. Lawrence for three, that's off. Here comes Clayton. Oh, looking for Reefer over the top, but Lawrence able to steal it. Gets it off Fiander. Some good sportsmanship of the two clap hands there, but how about Will Fiander, the second-year guard for the Huskies? He had 2 points in the first half. He's got 14 now. His stat line is 14 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. So Fiander, what a game for the second year at Citadel High. 12 of his 14 coming in this second half. And he's led all players in this one with 36 minutes. Some other stats for you. Brian Rouse leads all scorers with 24 points. He had 14 of those in the first half, to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Ash Lewell has 18 points and 4 assists. Theon Reefer with 16, Fiander with 14, and Clayton with 9. Still, all 81 of the Huskies' points are scored by their starting 5. Meanwhile, for the Tigers, Richie Kanzamato leads all scorers with 17 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals, doing what he does best. Cash Lawrence has 12 points and 11 rebounds for a big double-double. And Jordan Aquino Sergiu with 11. Sven Stamberger with 10 points and 5 rebounds. Jared Reed with 8 points and 8 rebounds. And Ryle Stroud with 8 points and 5 rebounds for the Tigers. Going to come down to the wire, folks. Okay, so a little more information. It's Murph here. Was the one who joked about the only blockout Peter's ever done in his life. And he says, Dave Smith, one of SMU's greatest pure shooters, Will Fiander is walking in his footsteps. Certainly see that, as Fiander is having a heck of a game in his second AUS season. Aquino Sergiu turns that one over, looking for Carson in the corner. Ill-advised pass from the sophomore, Aquino Sergiu. And Dal is feeling a little bit of urgency. See them up the pressure on D. Reefer for 3. That rims out. Will be out of bounds. See some talking amongst the Huskies. That's been an issue at times for Coach Jonah Taussig, as these guys are competitive, and the key for them is to all be competing on the same page and with the refs, and certainly not arguing with each other. But so far, the Huskies are up to the task, looking to improve to 3-0 on the campaign. Cashrell Lawrence, well, when his big body gets positioned down that low, he's very tough to stop. That gives Lawrence 14 now to lead all Tigers. Actually, no, Kansas has 17. Second among Tigers. Clayton drives, turns it over. Aquino Sergiu looking to push it up ahead, and it's turned over. And Rouse is fouled. That's going to be the 5th team foul against the Tigers, so I think Rouse, although it might be Fiander, going to the free throw line to shoot 2. It will be Will Fiander, looking to add on to his incredible second half. He scored 12 already in the second half. Again, he has 14 points on 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line, to go along with 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. The second year at a Citadel High. Last week's action, Finder, well, actually, more impressive last year as he misses the first free throw. Last year, Finder averaged 1.8 points in about 6 minutes per game. Tonight, 37 minutes played, and he has 14 points. Can't hit either free throw, though, but Theon Reefer is there for a dead putback, pushes the lead back to 8 with 1:45 to play. Well, the Tigers have been all over the offensive glass in this one, but that time the Huskies get a big offensive rebound when it matters most. That ball off the foot of a Tiger, and it will be possession on the baseline. 1:31 to play, and they trail by 8. Stamberger inbounds to Lawrence. Strode can't keep it alive. Another fourth quarter turnover foul Tigers. Uncharacteristic indeed. And it looks like a player is bleeding. Looks like that's Theon Reefer. He's got some sort of injury to the face. Not going to have to check out, though, so he must not be bleeding. As you get a bit of a better look there, Reefer right around half court, guarded by Sven Stamberger. Anyway, Reefer finds Lual, and what a press break that time. Well, this Tigers D is known as one of the best in the country. Last year held opponents to under 73 points scored per game. These have 85 and continue to score. Finder misses the layup, but what a rebound by Rouse to save that one. Clayton now. Gonna reset. 6 on the shot clock. Mark Clayton from 30 feet out. Cash! And the Homburg Center goes wild. Marquis Clayton gets the fans on his feet, and Fiander comes back and rejects the Alex Carson three-point attempt. What a turn of events here as the Huskies and the crowd is going crazy here. In fact, they're starting to leave as that was a dagger of a shot by Mark Clayton. 49 seconds to go, and the Huskies lead by 13. Make that 11 after Stroud picks up a quick 2 on the inbound. But it could be too little too late for the Tigers. What a dagger of a shot from 30 feet out in rhythm by Marquis Clayton. Huskies looking to continue to add on. Yeah. That's Lual for 2. We'll make it 90 points. And again, the Tigers don't ever expect to give up 90 points. A Rick Plato coach team had the top-ranked defense in the AUS, one of the top defenses in the country last season, but they've allowed 90. The shot clock is now off, and I believe the Huskies will dribble it out. Well, the Huskies trailed at half 41-40, but a 50-36 second half gives the Huskies a 90-77 win, improves them to a perfect 3-0 on the season, while the Tigers drop to 2-1. Quick stats update here before I sign off. Leading the way for the Huskies, Brian Rouse with 24, Ash Lual with 22, Theon Reefer with 18 points and 8 rebounds. Will Fiander, the story of this one, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block for the young second year. And Marquis Clayton with 12 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds, none bigger than that, to put the nail in the coffin of the Tigers. Meanwhile, the Tigers were led by Richie Canzamata with 17 points, 4 assists, Kashrel Lawrence with 14 points and 11 rebounds, and Jordan Aquino Sergio with 11. So that'll do it for myself, Alan April. To everyone who Twitter or email, or if you were just watching at home, thanks for watching this webcast of AUS men's basketball on AUSTV.ca. Again, the final score, the St. Mary's Huskies 90, the Dalhousie Tigers 77. Thanks again for watching, and have a great night, everyone.